Hey, good day, everyone. My name is Mr. Omo Godwin, and today we're going to learn a very interesting topic in social studies that's religion and national values. I'll be talking about wages and salary. Hey, come on, is already saying, why are we talking about salary? Do we need to talk about it? Like, really? Yeah, we should talk about salary. So let's get to it, boys and girls. Let's see what we have here. What is wages and what is salary? That's the major objective for the lesson today. You should be able to tell us what a wage is and what salary is. Thank you. So let's get to it, boys and girls. Wages. Now, wages and salaries, both of them, they are remuneration that are paid or they are payable to employee for work that they perform on behalf of an employer or service that has been rendered or provided. Now, what it means is that they are money paid. This is money, okay, paid or that is payable. Employee, those that do the job, okay, these are the guys that do the job, employees, for a certain work that they have performed. I'm just going to pay them their employer, the person that gave them the job, as it were, the person that employed them to the job. So it's the one that's going to pay them. So a wage is the money that is paid, but how, when? So we get to it. A wage is a monetary compensation paid by an employer to an employee for exchange of work that is done. It could be, hey, come and fix something for us in our company within a range of time, and you get paid. And you go home smiling and happy. But do you get paid for all the time? Like when you go out to work as someone that's doing wages, do you get paid all the time? No, a wage is some money that you pay, not usually at the end of the month, over a period of time for a given tax. As the tax is completed, off you go. And we have different type of wages anyway. We have one, the piece wages. Now, the piece wages are the wages that are paid according to the work done by the worker. Yes, this is what I'm going to explain now. You should come and fix something here. We have company XYZ. I've called you to come and work, just like that man doing his job over there. We are going to pay you as soon as you're through. So when you get your job done, you don't need to wait for the end of the month. According to the work that you have done, you'll be paid. That's the piece wage. Now we have the time wages. Now, this is paid according to the time that the job is done. Maybe for 2 weeks, you are called to come and do certain work, and it's going to last just for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, you are off, okay, and you get paid according to time. Or some other wages can be, you'll be working here. How many hours can you put in for this? All right, let's say 5 hours. Then 1 hour, you're going to get so and so amount for this job done. So that is time wage. Then we have contract wage. A contract employee is hired for a specific job at a specific rate of pay. So contract, we talked about this some times back, and we said they have rates because they cannot be employed. They are not permanent staff, okay? But they are doing the job at the main time. So something happens and they can be sent to the. But here we're talking about wage. So we have contract type of wage. These guys are going to be there for a given period of time, and when they are done with their job, they get the pay. Now, is it possible to calculate our wages? Yes, if an employer is to be paid multiple hour rates, it's going to multiply the time that you work times the amount of money you have to be paid. You have to work, let's say 6 hours every day, and you're going to get, let's say $10 one day. You're going to multiply it with the hours that you're working in a day, and you get your money back. That's what you do to get your wages, to know how much you'll be paid. Then we have to say here that a wage is paid on hourly basis. Depend. If you work more than a certain number of hours, you get paid over time. Now, I'd like to explain this. Now, if you're working in a place and maybe you're not a permanent staff, okay, and you're asked to work from 8 to 5, all right, and then something happens in the office and you're told, oh, please come and do, and it's beyond 5, it's gone past 5 people, and you should be going home because the contract, the work says 8 to 5, and they're like, oh, sorry, you have to fix this for us just for 1 more hour. Oh, we're going to give you an overtime. work overtime for us, we're going to give you overtime pay. That means, wow, extra money coming in. That's what it means when we talk about overtime pay. So when you work overtime beyond the time you agreed, you get paid for it. Now, what is salary? Oh, yippee! Many people like salary. So salary comes from, this is interesting. Salary comes from the Latin word salarium. It also means salary. It can be sal or salt. Now, this is the interesting part. You like this. Now, salary comes from that word salarium, which also means salary or salt. I learned that it is because of some military men in ancient days that they need basic amenities at home. So the salary and the salt connection is that they give them money for them to be able to buy salt at home. So that's what we call it. Is an Italian word, Greek word that means what salarium. All right, the Latin word for it. So when you work at the end of a given time, you collect your salary. Salary is a fixed amount of money or compensation paid to an employee by an employer in return for the work they have done. So when you do your work very well, you stand out like this and you've done something well, you're good to go. It's not like wage. It's a fixed amount. It is a fixed amount, say £10,000 every week. Like some other people, £1.5 million. Wow, it's a big money. If you work out, you can achieve that. So when you get those things done for you, you'll be able to walk yourself through and you get paid for it. All right. Now, we've said salary is a fixed amount. Salary is commonly fixed at different intervals. Monthly payments, it could be annually payments, whatever. It could be yearly, it could be monthly, but it's begin from monthly. At the end of the month, you should start budgeting. When you get to the end of the month, like, oh, this is how I'm going to spend my money. You should start doing that. Salary is coming in. All right, people, we have come to the end of the lesson today, and we've discussed what salary is and what wages is. So, can you define for me what salary is? Remember, it comes from the Latin word salarium. I can't forget that. Sal and salt. So, wages, you get it rolling. So, thank you very much for listening. I remember Mr. Omo Godwin, and I'm going to see you next time, hopefully. Bye bye for now.